I think the careers leader is really responsible for all the careers education and guidance in the school, for the personal guidance, careers being taught in the curriculum, bringing employers into the school, arranging visits to employers, training providers, further and higher education providers. There's a whole range of things that a careers leader is responsible for. It's a really exciting job.
There's a huge potential because it is a key role in any school, so it's a key leadership role, so that there's potential to kind of steer the whole ethos of the school or the academy.
I realised it was a good opportunity. It was something I'd worked for quite a long time, a great chance to make a difference to young people's lives in a very positive way. I guess at the same time there was that sort of a little bit of nervousness or apprehension, because suddenly there it was my job, sole responsibility for really developing and designing that careers programme which we were going to use in the school.
When I first started with careers, it was initially quite difficult because it was a brand new concept.
All we had was the ASEG framework at the time, which was quite lengthy and cumbersome. So the introduction of the Gatsby benchmarks has really helped audit provision. First steps with starting the careers leader role is having a look at what you do currently. So what happens in school that is going well, that you want to keep, and where are the gaps?
For us at our school, how we started engaging people was really through, I think firstly through the PSHE timetable, where we put in careers lessons for each year group, taking guidance from the CDI framework about what to put in. And that involved team teaching, so with our PSHE team they were able to get involved in those lessons and understand more about what's going on. We also ran 2 official CPD sessions with all staff, kept them up to date with Gatsby progress, and it's also an opportunity then to talk a little bit about the labour market and remind staff about what's going on out there.
There already was an existing careers education advice and guidance programme which I'd been part of as a Connections PA working in the school, so I wasn't starting from scratch. But obviously then it was a question of more evolution, developing the programme, trying to recognise where there were weaknesses and then looking to improve it as we went through the different years.
One of the first things that I introduced when I took on the role of careers leader is a dedicated careers space. That was physical space within the school, so having a careers office that everyone knew where it was and it was populated. But because we don't have careers lessons as such, it was about finding other space and how to communicate the careers message to students and parents and the outside world as well. So we developed in school our careers website, and that careers website has lots of different resources on there for students, for parents, and a staff area as well for CPD.
I think looking back, I'd wish I'd known there was other people out there doing the same job. I knew there was, but I think it was knowing how to connect with those people, to get that information so I could use other people's expertise rather than trying to do it all on my own.
I think it can be quite an isolating role. You're often the only person in school doing the job of careers, but there's very likely to be someone else in the local schools doing the same thing, and I think joining a formal network where you can share ideas and share practice is definitely the way to go, and to give you confidence in your role. And I would say if there isn't a network already going, then start one.